Hey, my name is Badass Benny and welcome to my channel. If you are an AMAC, ACE, and sex human trafficking survivor, you're in the right place, and it won't cost you a penny to like and subscribe and to share worldwide. And please leave a comment down below on the video. Today we're going to storytell, and it's my story about OCD. And I remember taking my sexual assault inventory to RCI, it's a sexual assault crises clinic, and I went there, and for 7 years I would go over my sexual assault inventory, and I would write from 18 and below, or I would start from 0 to 18, and then if there were any sexual assaults, I would put that in there, write it out through the ages. You're going to start with 0, born, put a happy face, a heart. 1-year-old, happy face, keep going up. Until, like 4, when I had oral cop, then I would put oral cop. That's abuse. But when you get 18 and up, that's an adult. So I did this sexual assault thing, or I wrote all my assaults out and from birth, and wanted to see my part in everything. And so I remember stressed out because I've been a single parent for so long, and I was always worried about safety. And I remember the kids were about 11 years old. My oldest was 11 years old, and she was asking me, why can't you let us go off on our own and go to down to the corner market or something? And and I realized that I was a very overprotective parent, and that's part of AMAC, as being a parent. Abuse as a child, and you have your own children. So finally I went, okay, you go and you take your brother and your sister and you come right back. And it stressed me out, but I did it. And the more I allowed them to do more independent things, I gained more trust with my kids. And so my peer counselor suggested doing cognitive therapy. And so what I would do is, before I went to bed, I would I would check the door like 10 times. I don't even know how many times. Finally, I had to tell myself, I'm laying in bed, okay, I checked the door, or I checked the door and we're all safe. I had to tell myself that. I checked the door and we're all safe. And I'll lay there for a little bit. And maybe first, it took me a couple times to totally let go. And I would go once and check it, or twice, but then it eventually got to where I didn't do it at all. And it takes practice and to continue to change behaviors, and it's, I haven't done it since. So that's my little story about OCD. And I have another one too. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to explain this. And being an oral cop survivor for I remember the man peed and ejaculated in my mouth. And so when I got married to my kids' father, I'm transgender. So when sex was, if he wanted like oral sex and stuff, and I would do that, but I didn't like the semen. I didn't like the taste of it. I didn't like the dexterity of it. And there's different kinds. I realized men have all kinds of semen. It could be thicker, and some are, leaner. I don't even know. It's dexterity. It's like a banana, the dexterity of it. And I didn't like it. And I thought, well, that's all from the sexual assault trauma. And I accepted that. And there was times, I didn't want to do oral, no. And today, I have explored, and because I've been lesbian such long, I remember it, but I explored when I came out as trans, and I had a divorce, so I never got to date or explore as a teen. So I was doing it now at 50. If someone told me I would be reliving a teenage years in my 50s and early recovery, I think they were crazy. What are you talking about? So, yeah, that, and to this day I've tried it, and it was fine, but there has been no, I haven't done anything with the semen, and I just can't. It's not something I like, and that's fine. And I like, women. So, you know, I had to find that out on my own to make sure, I felt like I had to go through all this healing to get to where I'm at now. I don't think I have any more to say. And thank you for listening. I hope this helps you, because I could be very direct and to the point, and use words that are so that you can understand. So, all right. Well, what are you going to do to take care of yourself today?